Sins of a Solar Empire 2 has been out for several weeks now, and I've already dumped 40 hours into it. And I'll probably spend a lot more time playing it because I really like this game. Sins Rebellion used to be my favorite space strategy game before Stellaris came out. And now that Sins 2 is out, that might become my favorite game again. This game is really a true spiritual successor to Rebellion. It builds on the strengths, improves the weaknesses, or gets rid of the unpopular aspects, and adds some new features to the game. It's really a great game, and I really enjoy it. Although they don't necessarily add to the playability of a game, I think tutorials are important. They help you get up to speed faster, and they might reduce some of that frustration you feel from learning the game. Sins has 13 tutorials: camera controls, orbital structures, derelicts and wreckage, exotics overview. So if you select one and click on start tutorial, after a brief loading period, it comes up. The tutorials are interactive. They've usually got about 16, 17 screens. Clicking on next takes you to the next screen. Sometimes it'll have you do something. So pretty good. I like them. It took me about an hour to go through all 13 tutorials. Worth my time. One thing that does add to the playability of the game is the game setup. The more features and options you have, the better, in my opinion. And Sins 2 has quite a few. It gives you 4 map categories: small, medium, large, and huge. Huge gives you 9 to 10 players, so you can select what you want, pick the map. This gives you a breakdown of what's going on over here. When you're happy with the map, you click Setup Game. Here you can choose your faction, choose a portrait, colors. You can also choose your AI. Right now it'll be random. So I can select let's say I want to select TEC primary. I can click here. I can change the portrait if I want to and the colors. I can also set the difficulty level from medium to hard to unfair to nightmare to impossible to easy. And these can all be at different levels. Another good feature. So once you're happy with that setup, you can also have teams if you want. 5 teams, no teams. I like the free-for-alls. You can also do some settings. Here you can turn orbiting planets on or off. That's a new feature in Sins 2. A couple of victory conditions and a couple of game settings. So this has quite a bit of features that you can choose from. When you're done with all that, click Start Game. Sins is a 4X real-time strategy game. At the start of the game, you have a single capital planet with limited visibility to what's going on in the rest of the universe. So at the beginning of the game, you'll be sending out scouts to scout out the area and find out what's going on. This game more focuses on action versus some other games, which I really like. So you can get into combat right away. It has some really good fleet battles. It's got some diplomacy and some economic things to it, which are important. But in my opinion, the main focus is in expanding and conquering the rest of the universe, and that's really the kind of game I like. One of the great things about Sins 2 is you can build massive fleets just like you could in Rebellion. They consist of capital ships and aircraft carriers and torpedo cruisers, long-range missiles, cruisers. That's pretty cool, and the action's pretty good to watch. Here I'm just going in and taking out an enemy player's planet, asteroid. And you can get different views of the battle as you go along. So something new to the game is exotics. There's 5. At the start of the game, you can only get these by exploring the planets you control. Later on, you can do research where you can create factories that will build them for you. Something different in this game as compared to Rebellion is the fact that the markets now you have to discover them. So I have never did discover the metal market. I have discovered the crystal market, so I can trade there. Something else that's new to this game is orbiting planets, future orbits. Can't see anything here, but if I scroll out, I can reset this and I can see what's going to change. In this game, there's only 2 planets that rotate or move, but it can open up new phase lanes or close existing ones. So when you're strategizing, like for a choke point, you have to watch out for this. You still have crystal, metal, and credit income in this game. You've got a list of colonized planets here. If you click on it, this gives you a breakdown. A lot more easier planet management. You can explore from here if you want to, or you can add planet items if you want to, which is something new to the game. So you've got economic buildings, defensive buildings, and support buildings. The user interface for this game has been streamlined as compared to Rebellion. If you click on military command, that brings up a list of your capital ships. Here you can improve their abilities if there's any available. You can also add ship items, offense, defense, and utility. Another addition to the game. Minor factions is new. This is where you find the pirates now, and you interact with them by using influence. These guys own the crystal market. Diplomacy has been revamped. Here I can offer, like, I can select these guys and not make a diplomatic offer. I can offer ceasefire or share a vision. I can give them stuff, or I can ask to get stuff from them, then create the offer. So it's a new way to conduct diplomacy in Sins. Research is comprised of two icons now, military and civilian. So military research and civilian research are both done in tiers. So you have to have a certain number of military research stations in this example to unlock the next tier. So for this tier I need to have 25, and I've only got 15, so I need to build 10 more. There's also a compressed view if you like to see everything at once. This looks more like the Sins Rebellion format. You can expand it out, and as you can see, this has got four branches. Civilian's the same way, except it's only got 3 branches. Ship and fleet movement is pretty easy. Just select a fleet and right click to where you want it to go. If you want them to jump together, make sure you've got this double header icon thing selected. Clicking it will turn that off, or right clicking will turn that off. Right clicking again will make them move in formation, which makes everybody jump at once, just like the original game. Something that's important to me when I play a game is the graphics, and Sins 2 has really good graphics. Wherever you have your cursors, where it scrolls in at, so if I want to get a detailed look at my ships, I can do that. I can watch them fire missiles. Same with the planet, I can scroll on that and get some detail. So I like the graphics in this game. So I found Sins 2 easy to play, easy to learn. Part of that's because I used to play Sins Rebellion so much, but even a new player shouldn't have too much trouble getting up to speed on this. It's not real deep like Stellaris, and that's a good thing depending on what you want. Sometimes I like to take a break. Stellaris is more involved in all kinds of things: detailed economy, detailed diplomacy, war score. You can't really conquer the universe very easily. This game's different. If you're after conquest, good game. You can conquer the whole universe if you want to, if you don't get taken out first. This particular game, I met my ultimate demise at the hands of an AI player, and it seemed to be overpowered. But when I checked it out, it was the same faction I had. So evidently the AI did a better job running it than I did. Well, anyway, that's my review of this game. I hope you liked it. I really like this game, and I'll probably do more videos on it. So until then, this is Rich from Lone Strategy Games. I'll see you later. Bye.